Now taxes is 100% free when you file in the TurboTax app if you didn't file with us last year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just do your own taxes in the app by 2/18.
What if I have lots of forms?
All good, all 100% free.
What if I had 3 jobs?
Still 100% free.
What if I once saw Bigfoot?
That has nothing to do with taxes, so still 100% free.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now this is taxes. See if you qualify in the TurboTax app. Excludes TurboTax Live, must start and file in app by 2/18.
The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s. South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy-fi series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
And stay tuned right now for those 2 characters of many characters, CBS Radio's Bob and Ray. And now Bob, Elliott, and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network.
Steam is fading, and I guess that's the signal for us to begin, huh?
Right, we have many things to show the audience here today. The audience seated in the studio. Here is a picture of the Boyd twins. You remember, we mentioned the Boyd twins a few days ago.
Yeah, would you like me to hold it up? I'm taller than you. I don't think they'll all see it if you hold it.
Okay, then, if you would stretch.
Right. There it is.
Hey, not bad. Not bad.
We got a letter from the
Scott Sportsman out there at WBBM, our wonderful CBS station in Chicago, and he says that that program, W Pleasure, which precedes us by a few minutes, it comes from Chicago. And these Boyd sisters went to Indiana, I think, or they came from it. No, they went to Indiana University, and they're from Hammond, Indiana.
Well, it's very nice to have them a part of this package here.
Definitely we want to thank Fred Gage, who has this jockey show on WBBM. He's a real country bumpkin, I guess, for all the nice mentions he gives us. I guess it's very nice things about it. The pictures of the boys?
Yeah. Boy, that's great. Okay. Now you can hear that AC. Now let's get to... No, she hasn't either, sir.
Oh.
Here's our first feature of the evening.
And now, Celebrity Chase. Dramatized incidents about people whose lives have been touched by others more elegant and well-known than themselves.
Gosh, honey, I'll be glad when we finish up these dishes so I can sit down and relax.
Well, it'll only be a few more minutes.
Say, Irene, who do you think I saw on 6th Avenue today?
Who?
Charlton Heston.
You saw Charlton Heston in person?
If I knew he was going to drop a dish, I wouldn't have mentioned it. Anyhow, you know what he told me?
You talked to Charlton Heston in person?
Well, he asked me for a light.
He asked you for a light?
Sandy Hairston, husband of me, Irene Hairston.
Well, the whole thing was he didn't have any matches, and I was...
Sandy, what was the first word Charlton Heston said to you? Now, it's important that you get it right.
Well, see, as I remember, first word he said was hello.
At least that's even great. Isn't it typical of a man like that, though? To meet a person for the first time and simply say, hello.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyhow, as I was talking to him, Walter Pigeon happened to pass by.
Walter Pigeon?
That's right. And Charlton stopped him and introduced him to me.
Well, what? What?
And then once the ice was broken, they turned out to be swell guys. We stood around and talked about movie stars we all enjoyed, like Irene Dunn, Howard Keel, Katherine Grayson, Spencer Tracy, Betty Davis, Terry Cooper, Rock Hudson. Hey, and you know what else happened, honey?
Well, what more could happen to a person in their whole lives?
Well, anyhow, when I gave Charlton Heston a light, he offered me a cigarette, so I took it. Well, I lit the cigarette, and I smoked it all the way down. And then just as I was about to throw it away, I thought of you and how you might like
Sandy, did you bring home as a souvenir the cigarette butt, which was once full size, but not anymore, because you smoked it? Sandy, do you have the cigarette butt that Charlton Heston gave you when it was whole?
Yeah, here it is. So once again, Celebrity Chasers takes its place.
From the sound effects department.
Yes.
Now, I don't want to throw a call on the show, but I am going to throw a bill for $40.
What do you mean, sir?
Well, I mean, when you prepare a script, it calls for so much destruction as that.
I think he had one left.
Oh, looking for a fat lip. Is that Cabildo?
Yes. If we take this all up after
We've
the
been
closing...
greasing the runways for him for a long time. I think this will do it.
Well, I tell you, this we can discuss later if you don't mind. He's very nervous today for some reason, I noticed. You know who's back, Ray?
Oh.
Phil Rizzuto.
No dishes. Phil Rizzuto, well, where's he been anyway?
Well, I guess where all ex-baseball players go for the football season.
Well, where is that?
Anyway, he's back on CBS Radio Sports Time.
You know, how come they gave us only 5 nights a week, and Sports Time gets every night but Sunday?
No, what's the reason? Something technical, I guess.
People like to laugh 6 nights a week.
Maybe 7.
But from the end of Friday to Monday, people crack their knuckles, bite their nails, and sit on their hands and wait for us to come back.
Well, of course, not all of that at the same time. You can't sit on your hands and bite your nails very well.
Oh, thank you, Dean. No, I meant in rotation. Well, anyway, what did you want to say about Phil Rizzuto?
Just as if you knew he's back on Sports Time, 6 nights a week on CBS Radio.
Well, I sure know that now, don't I?
You know, you've probably seen newspaper pictures of the guests we have with us this evening. She's Miss Sally Kroll of 1213 Noel Place in Staten Island, New York. Hello, Miss Kroll.
How do you do?
And, Miss Kroll, I wondered if you'd hold up the payroll check issued you by the bank where you work as a teller, would you?
All right. Well, I thank you. There.
I don't know why you folks in the audience are reacting. You can't possibly read the amount from down there. Miss Kroll, will you tell the audience how much the check is for?
Well, this check is made out to me, Miss Sally Kroll, 1213 Noel.
Just the amount, Miss Kroll.
Well, the check is made out to me in the amount of $65 million and $12.12.
Well, that's better. Now, that's your weekly salary check, right, Miss Kroll?
Well, yes, it's my weekly salary check, all right, but I don't kid myself that I'm worth $65 million and 12 cents a week. No trouble.
Well, what is your regular salary? Can you tell us that?
Take-home pay is $65.12. You see, a mistake was made in the payroll department.
By whom?
By Ernest Cleves. He works the automatic check machine and payroll, and he made a mistake and added a lot of extra zeros to my weekly paycheck.
And I believe, Miss Kroll, that you have every right to cash that check even though a mistake was made. Is that right?
Yes, I can cash this check any old time I want to, but I'm having more fun showing it around, so I'm going to hold on to it for a while.
Well, what does Ernest Cleves, the man who made a mistake about the amount of the check, have to say about all this?
Well, he called me last night, told me he felt like a real sap, and he asked me to do him a favor and tear up the check.
Well, are you going to, Miss Kroll?
Well, I'd like to help him out, but I can't throw away $65 million just like that. I'm sure it's just not economical.
Well, what will the bank do? Deduct the money from Mr. Cleves' salary because of the mistake he made?
Yes, they're going to deduct $5 a week from his salary.
See. That way, the payment will take Mr. Cleves $13 million weeks to square up the indebtedness to the bank. That's quite a long time, isn't it?
Well, that's his lookout. Maybe you'll pay a little more attention to what he's doing after this.
How about the bank? What's their attitude been about all this, Miss Kroll?
Well, I think they'd like me to tear up the check, too, Mr. Elliott.
For one to Elliott. Have they been nicer to you at the bank recently?
May I call you Elliott, then?
Mr. Elliott would be fine.
Oh. They let me smoke behind the teller's case now. They told me it was okay for me to wear an evening gown on the job, too.
I see. And you think the reason that they're being so nice to you at the bank may have something to do with the $65 million check?
Well, I'm no fool. I know there's a reason why they're being so nice to me at the bank lately. Personally, I believe the reason is because the bank's assets total only $64 million.
So if you wanted to be a mean person and cash the check, you could get the bank into real trouble.
$1 million worth.
Would you hold up the check once more for our audience?
All right.
Take a good look at it, folks. Probably more money than most of you earn in 10 years. And thank you again for being with us, Miss Kroll. Go back to your seat now.
Well, hello there.
Hi, Webb.
How's it going?
Very good.
Fine. The Dean is about to conclude his swinging doors.
Dean Armstead of the Lackawanna, New York Field Station.
Right.
Right at this moment, coming through the swinging doors. Hello, Dean. Head of Bob and Ray Agriculture Department. And a regular around these parts. Dean, how's the new year treating you so far?
Well, I haven't had much opportunity to talk. I really don't want to see how it's been come along for me. See, I just returned from a hay and feed seminar.
Yes?
Up in Beloit, Wisconsin.
A hay and feed seminar. What do they...
Feed.
Hay and feed. What do they fix up with a thing like that?
We talked about hay and feed for animals and how to grow hay, different types of hay.
Anything new in that line?
Well, rather than sit here and agree with Bob, I had the speech that I made. I was the keynote speaker at the seminar. And I have a tape here of my speech.
Oh, great. You mean we'll be able to hear, in part at least, what you said to all of the hay and feed fans?
Right. If you give it a Cyril, or he'd play for us.
All right, Cyril, would you spin that tape for us, please?
Just a minute. Let me introduce you, Dean. It's a great pleasure to present here at Beloit for all of you members of the Hay and Feed Seminar, the director of the Lackawanna, New York Field Station, Mr. Dean Armstead. Mr. Armstead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. 12 motivated to the Hay and Feed Seminar. I certainly would like to remind you all that no matter what happens in life particularly, we're going to have hay, and we're going to put it free to burn. Here, I would like to show you a graph that I prepared with the like a lot of blueprints, showing what has happened in the last system, and the wind pump's going to be blue grass. So we're going to go to the belt of the very hot patch from it. The grass is kind of brown and from certain areas. 6 shots, so we look at it.
All right, Cyril, I think you can cut the tape out now.
Sorry we had to cut that, Dean. I understand all of your farm fans up there can hear this tape played on your own radio shows on the early morning morning show?
That's right. I'm going to be using it. Fortunately, I think we can detect a little hum there.
There was a little hum. The quality was rather poor.
Unfortunately, I think I had one of those old microphones, an old kind of microphone.
Old microphone,
They
yeah.
took a Joe Alonzo from Philly up there to help me out. And,
Who?
Joe Alonzo.
Joe Alonzo, yes.
And there was I don't know what happened, but I think it was probably just current.
Well, it might have been current or big haul or nothing, but I'm sure that the speech went over well, and I want to thank you for dropping by here today. We look forward to
Select the big sound. Stop in that turn.
Steve Archer Armstead of the Lackawanna, New York Field Station, our guest here today, representing Bob and Ray.
How much time do we have left here, ladies and gentlemen?
Just about a minute, I think, a little less.
Oh?
To wrap things up, so to speak. What do we have on tap for tomorrow? You going to sing the Wayward Wind?
Oh, no, I wanted to talk about the days getting longer.
Yeah.
You see, the sun has started north in its apparent journey northward.
Northward, yeah.
And come March 20th, we will have our vernal equinox.
Yeah.
From then on, of course, it will be spring. It's something to look forward to, and I hope you all enjoy it very much.
Well, I know getting up at 5:30 in the morning the way I do it, I really notice it because the days just start to be daylight at that time, and then come the spring and
daylight saving, and then you have to move your clock back.
Well, we'll be back to say so long in just
10 seconds.
Okay, I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah. So long. Until tomorrow, this is Ray Goulding reminding you all to write if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumb.
This is the CBS Radio Network.